what's up, crafters? DM Scotty here. Great to have you with me. Today I'm going to talk about this creature I made called the Watcher in the Dark, and it's the avatar of this god that kind of watches the threads of fate. And I thought it'd be a fun RP encounter for my players. It's really imposing looking and great looking on the table, but I thought it'd be really cool encounter for my players. And they accidentally summoned it and they got to interact with it, and it wasn't really a fight, it was more of an RP, like I said. So let's hit the table and I'll show you this cool creature that I crafted. Hey crafters, before you start this project, check out DM's craft number 161, Craftober, and you'll see the basis for this project. All right, so we've got our brain here. We've done from the brain mold, just like the other project there, 161. I'm going to cut the excess off here, just with a pair of scissors. And I'm going to leave the brain full size, unlike the other one I did, where I had to squinch it and put it into the pit. I'm just going to leave it full size. Now I'm going to use a strip of cardboard. It's just a 1/4 inch wide. And I'm going to start gluing, use my hot glue, glue around the rim there and the underside. And once it gets about to the middle, I'm going to cut it. Okay? And I'm going to cut it because it kind of, the curve of the brain makes it hard to go all the way around. This will just make it easier on myself. Put the other strip in there. That'll give some nice reinforcement to the bottom there. I'll cut this little bit of excess and where overlap where the two strips meet. Just some more reinforcement. And now I'm going to add some hot glue into the corrugations to help to reinforce it also. And then along the strip itself. And that'll give it some nice strength there. All right, cool. Now I've got these weird icicles. They're different sizes and shapes. And I want to have these kind of poking out from the creature itself, right? So I'm going to use these just icicle shapes I bought. And here's my critter. And I've cut off some pieces here. I'm just going to start gluing those on. And you can see it's cool because they're different lengths and shapes. So it'll have a nice variation in the little pseudopods or whatever that are popping out of this thing. So start gluing those on. Just hot gluing it till I'm satisfied. All right, cool. Looking good. All right, sweet. Now I'm going to kind of reinforce those. I'm going to go around each one with some hot glue and kind of pull out to blend it into the brain. That'll blend it, but also give it reinforcement. Now I got these eyes on eBay, and they're these small glass eyes, and there's all different types, and I thought this would be a really cool accent. So what I've done is I've painted the brain flat black. I've sprayed it flat black, and I've just poked holes in it with this pen. And make sure you make them large enough so because I don't have light pass through it. So I'm going to paint it with my metallic black, and this will give it kind of a nice, interesting black sheen, I think. So I'll paint that on there, and let it dry. Cool. All right, now that it's dry, I'm going to start putting these eyes on. And you can see I've got those holes that I poked in there with the pen, so I'll just start putting some hot glue on the edges of those holes and just glue those eyes on. Cool. All right, interesting. All right, now I'm going to spray it with this 2 times gloss clear, and this will give it a nice glossy slimy coat, right? So here it is, it's all sprayed up and ready for my table. You can see I painted it black on the other side because I don't want the light to come out except where the eyes are. All right, very cool. So let me show you what this is like. I got this LED changing pumpkin light I'm going to put underneath, and you can see how cool this is. And then we'll hit the light here. Wow, neat. Look at that, what a cool effect. So cool. Can't wait to take this to my table. So here, I'll show you what it looks like at the table. So here we go. The players infiltrated this temple, and the cultists were trying to rise this thing, and they didn't know. And they accidentally killed one, or they killed one of the cultists and spilled blood and actually summoned it by mistake. So I had this thing called the Watcher in the Darkness, and it was a great RP encounter for the game. So hope you really like this vid. Take care. Go forth and craft.
Whoa, Scotty, this is really trippy. Oh my gosh, I'm getting dizzy. Help me get out of here. The only way to get me out of here is to click on one of these links. And if you click on all of them, I'm sure I'll be able to get out of here. Please click on the links.